What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's discuss Smackdown from November the 22nd, 2024. A very solid episode. This show was solid. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Really good stuff. Nothing on this show was bad, really. So we kicked the show off with the new Bloodline. So Solo Sikoa, he gets on the mic, and he wants the crowd to acknowledge him. He says that his crew is ready to dominate at War Games, and once more, the fans chant OTC. Solo says they're always ready, but Roman Reigns is not ready. Solo says Roman Reigns isn't even here yet. He tells Roman that when he gets there, he needs to meet him in the middle of the ring tonight to accept his terms of surrendering. Solo tells Roman that once he surrenders, Roman and his crew can finally acknowledge him, and then that was it. So this is fine. This is a short, sweet way to start off the show. Makes sense. So pretty good stuff there. Short and sweet. Is always good. So the promo wasn't too long, and it wasn't really that bad. It makes sense, though. Moving on. First match of the night for the Women's United States Championship Tournament. Bianca Belair versus Chelsea Green versus Blair Davenport. So Chelsea Green gets the win because in the middle of the match, Jade Cargill is laid out on top of a car. She's bleeding, which is great. It's a really good visual and shot. So she's laid out on the hood of a car. The windshield's broken and everything. So really good shit there. So Bianca Belair, she runs to the back and everything else to check on Jade Cargill. So this turns into a one-on-one match. And Chelsea Green gets the win via the Unpretty Her. So this is great. And Chelsea Green got a really good reaction as well. So I'm glad that she won. Blair Davenport, what I would do with her, since there are going to be some call-ups, she would be one that I would put back down in NXT. She's not done very well on the main roster, partly because of Triple H. He doesn't know what to do with Blair Davenport. To me, she's a solid hand, but since SmackDown's going to go to 3 hours in basically 6 weeks, they need to go ahead and, put Blair, send her back down to NXT for a while. I think that would be cool. I think if they're going to call some people up, which they are, I would leave, the Roxanne Perez's and Cora Jade alone, but bring up people that are ready, like, Fallon Henley, JC Jane, and others. Bring them up. So that's what I would do there. But it's great to see Blair Davenport back. She's been gone for a minute. I thought she was injured. She may have. I don't know. Apparently, Michael Cole said on commentary that she's been working on herself and just training. So that basically means that Triple H had nothing for her. And honestly, I thought she may have gotten quietly released. So thankfully, she did not. I'm glad she's back. Chelsea Green winning was the right call, if we're being honest. It was. I love Chelsea Green. She kicks ass. Love Chelsea Green. I've always loved her since her TNA days when she was Laurel Van Ness. So I've always loved her since then. And Chelsea Green is just tremendous. She's excellent. Moving right along. So, Bianca Belair, she's backstage. She runs to the outside. She's with Nick Aldis and Bayley. So then Bianca gets into the ambulance with Jade Cargill, and then that was it. Okay, that's fine. So this leads us into LA Knight versus Santos Escobar, which to me is weird because I feel that Angel Garza should have been in this situation since Humberto Carrillo got his opportunity last week. I don't understand why Angel Garza can't get his. Both guys are ultra talented, but it is what it is. So before the match got started, the lights went out, and we got a really cool video package of Nakamura speaking in Japanese. He talks about LA Knight and how it is the beginning of his end, and then this allows for Santos Escobar to get a brief upper hand on LA Knight. So LA Knight defeats Santos Escobar via the BFT for the 1, 2, 3. And then post-match, Shinsuke comes down and he beats the shit out of LA Knight. He throws him into the ring post a couple times, and he does a Kinshasa to the back of the head. So that's really cool there. Shinsuke is the right guy to go over LA Knight. I think you can do a lot more with LA Knight. I think he would be solid in the main event scene. I think he can do it quite well. And I would love to see him and Cody mix it up a little bit. So there's that. But Nakamura being back is cool. Maybe they do this match at Survivor Series. That's what it seems like they're going to do. That's where it seems like it's going. If not, they can still hold it off for another few weeks until Saturday night's main event. So either way they go, they're fine either way. I just think that it's time for LA Knight to drop the U.S. title and move on. That way, that can give other guys opportunities with stuff to do. As for Santos Escobar, his best option is to be sent back down to NXT. So whenever there are NXT call-ups, whenever they arrive, I'm hoping that a Legado, they go back to NXT, all of them. So Santos Escobar, Elektra Lopez, her sexy ass, and Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. They should all essentially go back down to NXT. I think that would be great. You could even put Santos Escobar in the main event scene in NXT. I think that would be pretty cool. So him and Trick Williams would be quite nice. I would like to see that, if we're being honest, until Trick can get to Obafemi. So I'm fine with this. This makes sense. Moving on. So Johnny Gargano, his sorry ass is backstage talking to the Motor City Machine Guns. So Gargano tries to get himself and Ciampa a tag team match. But the Motor City Machine Guns say that the Street Profits, they deserve a rematch. So the Street Profits, they come in and they say that they got next and tell Gargano that his tag team partner is bad news. So I like this. It seems like they're probably going to turn Ciampa heel, which he did. So this actually does make sense. Again, I like Ciampa. I always have liked Ciampa. Johnny Gargano, not so much. I'm just not a fan of Johnny. Even when he did, stuff with the way, being a heel and stuff, that was pretty cool, but I'm just not a fan of Johnny Gargano. I'm just not. No. No. Fuck no. No, sir. Moving on. So, Nick Aldis, he was backstage questioning Nia Jax to see if she knows anything about what happened to Jade Cargill. Nia says she doesn't know, and she wanted to take Jade out herself during War Games, and she was helping Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae get ready for their match. So Nia walks away. And then Nick Aldis tries to stop Cody Rhodes. So then this leads us into Cody Rhodes having a really long promo segment with sorry ass, fat boy, trucker, clown, Kevin Owens. So, Cody says that Randy Orton's not here. They're telling him that Kevin Owens is not here tonight, but he doesn't believe that. So Cody asks Kevin Owens to come down to the ring. He tells him, don't keep him waiting. So KO's in the crowd. And KO says that he was summoned to be here tonight because the great Cody Rhodes wanted him to be there. But you can't deny Cody's request. Kevin Owens says that Cody isn't even wearing a suit. He deserves better than that. Cody tells him he was summoned to stand in the middle of the ring with him. Kevin Owens says Cody doesn't get what he wants just because he wants it. So Cody attempts to leave the ring, but security, they get involved. Him and Kevin Owens, they go back and forth, they banter. Basically, what it boils down to is KO blames Cody for what he did, and Kevin Owens did it because for 4 years, he fought the Bloodline every single week by himself. And they tried to end his career. Mainly Roman Reigns tried to end his career, and he never could, and he never will. And then in came Cody. They fought together in the ring at WrestleMania 40 after he won the title. He was happy because Cody was able to finish his story. After that, Roman comes back, and Cody teams up with Roman. Kevin Owens says that he blames Cody for all of that. Cody says that he's had enough of this shit. Well, he doesn't say shit, but he's had enough. So Cody tells him that Roman Reigns has nothing to do with Kevin Owens. Cody says Kevin Owens always needs someone to blame, and no one holds Kevin Owens down more than Kevin Owens. He is self-sabotage. His self-sabotage is next level. He is obsessed with being the face of WWE, and Kevin Owens doesn't know and realize that while he's obsessing with that, he has been synonymous with WWE for over a decade. And then he put over Kevin Owens. Cody says the last time they wrestled each other at Bash in Berlin, he says Kevin Owens couldn't and didn't pull the trigger. And perhaps if he did, he'd be standing WWE champion. Cody says that Kevin Owens pulled the trigger on the wrong guy, Randy Orton. He says that Randy Orton's a legend, and he was Kevin Owens' best friend. And he didn't deserve what he did to him. So, Cody then says that he didn't just bring back a banned move. He crossed every line he could. And this lesson's not going to be solved by a promo. It can be tonight or at Survivor Series or even Saturday night's main event. He says the ball's in Kevin Owens' court and it's coming. And Kevin Owens says if Cody wants a match, he'll get it, but it'll be on his terms. And he says that he is going to pull the trigger on Cody Rhodes. He says that he loved Randy Orton, but he hates Cody Rhodes. And then so Kevin Owens just drops the microphone and dips out. So Cody tells Kevin Owens that he doesn't think that he hates him. He thinks that Kevin Owens hates himself. Cody says when Kevin Owens decides to have the match, there's not a single line that he won't cross. And then that was it. So this was okay, but this was way too fucking long for a promo segment. This could have been truncated in about like 3 minutes, but it went on for like a good 8 minutes. But it is what it is. This is fine, I guess. Do I care about this? No, not really. They'll have the match at Saturday night's main event, so that'll probably be the main event of the show anyway. So that should be fine, I guess. Moving on. More Bloodline stuff. So we go backstage and we see Roman, the Usos, and Sami Zayn. Jay says they still need a fifth member for War Games, and Sami Zayn says he's out of ideas. Jey Uso then mentions Cody Rhodes. Roman says no. Sami Zayn asks him why not, and Roman tells him that's old news, and he's moved on. Sami Zayn says he doesn't know if Seth Rollins is available. So Roman looks at Sami Zayn with an angry face, which is funny. Sami Zayn says there's no one else. Roman says they don't need anybody else. This is all that matters. This is all they need. They go out together, and they're good. And if they're not, they die. But they die together. I love that line. That was great. Very good stuff. So both Jimmy and Jay, they agree. And Roman looks at Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn says that he's in. And he asks Roman what the plan is, and Roman says he doesn't know. And then he nods. So that's cool. So really good stuff there. Moving on. So Cody Rhodes is backstage. He's walking backstage. So Carmelo Hayes gets in his face, says that it's about time someone told him about himself. So Cody just shoves Carmelo and asks what he's saying. So they have a little shoving contest. Carmelo Hayes says that he's just saying the truth, and Carmelo Hayes says that they're saying the truth about Randy Orton's neck. And then Cody pushes Carmelo. And then it's broken up by Nick Aldis, so they're going to have a match next week. And Cody tells Nick Aldis that he should reevaluate his first round draft pick in Carmelo Hayes. So this should be cool. The matches next week should be fun. I do like that. So really good shit there. Moving on. So, Bayley and Naomi, they are defeated they win via DQ. So they defeat Nia Jax, my bad, Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae with the help of Nia Jax. So Nia Jax gets involved in the match right in front of the referee. She throws her into the steel steps, that being Naomi. So then Nia basically destroys everybody. Io Sky comes out to make the save. She's beaten down by Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae. And then Nia destroys her as well. And then Rhea comes out and she clears house. She takes out Raquel Rodriguez and everybody. And the babyfaces stand tall. So that's fine, I guess. I wonder who took out Jade Cargill. It could be Bayley. It could be Nia Jax. Or it could be Tiffany Stratton. So that's cool. Or it could even be Liv Morgan. I don't know. It could be Liv Morgan. I don't know. This is interesting, though. I do like the whodunit stuff. Main event of the evening, wrestling-wise, Montez Ford defeats Tommaso Ciampa via a roll-up. Match was pretty decent, pretty solid. So post-match, Ciampa turns heel. He beats down Montez Ford, so Angelo Dawkins comes out to make the save. Then this brings out Johnny Gargano, and so Tommaso Ciampa shoves Gargano. And then the Mercy Machine Guns, they come out. And Ciampa tells Johnny, choose. It's either me or them. Take your pick. So that was pretty cool. So that's interesting. So they'll probably have Tommaso fully turn on Johnny Gargano, which is cool, I guess. So there's that. Moving on. Closing segment of the show. So Solo and his Bloodline, they come out. Then the original Bloodline, they come out. So Solo tells Roman that he's not there to fight him. He still loves him. He loves all four of them. He always has, and he never stopped loving them. But he wants them to understand something. If the four of them join his Bloodline, they can run the company for decades. Solo tells them that they don't have a fifth man. They don't have a wise man. They don't have a choice. Solo tells them to surrender, to join him, or the four of them will die where they stand. And so Roman gets on the mic, and then all of a sudden we hear, "Ladies and gentlemen," from Paul Heyman. It gets a massive pop. Roman's shocked. Great reaction by the crowd. This was great. So, Paul Heyman, he comes out, gets on the mic, says that his name is Paul Heyman, and to forgive him. But he was put through a table at Madison Square Garden months ago, and he and perhaps his math is off, but there's no way to do War Games 4 against 5. The math doesn't compute to his wise men. No. Paul Heyman says it's not going to be 4 versus 5. It's going to be 5-on-5. And then he points to the stage. Out comes CM Punk. The crowd goes ballistic. They throw fucking babies up in the air. And then a massive brawl ensues. So the baby faces get the upper hand on the heels. And then there is a stare down between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. And this was great. This was perfect. So Paul Heyman was in the middle of this. He was on the ring apron, smiling, and I love this. And so, this is great. Like, I love this. This was tremendous because of the fact this is probably going to set up Roman Reigns' next major feud. Once the Bloodline story is completely over, they're going to do CM Punk and Roman Reigns. So that's already been foreshadowed. I'm down for that. Let's fucking go. This was tremendous. This was a tremendous segment. I like this. CM Punk has tons of history with Paul Heyman, obviously. Same thing with Roman Reigns. So I like this. This is great. This is just a mere alliance. So I'm glad that it wasn't Seth Rollins. I figured it wasn't going to be Rollins. They're going to be bringing Brock Lesnar back at the Royal Rumble. So why would they waste him here on Smackdown? Not going to happen. And the crowd was super into this as well. Like, this was great. Like, sorry about that. I legitimately love this because this was so good. This was great storytelling. Now, I've read online that Paul Heyman could turn heel. We don't know that. It could happen. I'm guessing Solo's Bloodline wins. So maybe The Rock does show up and he takes out Roman Reigns and he screws over CM Punk. So there's that. But SmackDown was really, really good this week. Very solid stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed the Bloodline stuff as per usual. The Cody and KO promo was okay. Jade Cargill getting beat up was fucking awesome. That was cool. I'm pretty sure that Bayley's behind that. The slow heel turn of Tommaso Ciampa is okay, I guess. Montez Ford getting a W is always good. The War Game stuff for the women, I'm not too into it because it should really just be a traditional 5-on-5 elimination match. That's what it should be. And LA Knight and Nakamura, their feud seems pretty promising. So really good stuff. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.